Nicholas Jordan, my fiancé, throws a bachelor party final part. I hate you, Nicholas. I caught sight of him freezing up right before the door closed, a tear of pure despair tracking down his face. I then lost consciousness as the cold surgical instruments entered my body. I was completely alone by the time I regained consciousness. I placed my hand over my belly, where a tiny life had been inside me just hours ago. I couldn't hold it any longer and broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. Mom and Dad called me after receiving the notice from the Jordan family that the wedding was off. They immediately rushed to comfort me the moment they heard how hoarse I sounded over the phone. Please don't cry, Lillian. Your father and I will come over to back you up right this second. I hummed softly in agreement, sniffling slightly. Mom and Dad caught the earliest flight available, so I went to the airport to pick them up. I unexpectedly crossed paths with Nicholas and a circle of hangers-on, and the instant Clara saw me, she sidled over with a smug grin. You look perfectly healthy to me. You clearly faked the pregnancy, Lillian. Nicholas sized me up before letting out a sigh of relief as if a weight had been lifted from his shoulders. He then looked at me with pure contempt and said coldly, you'd better get out of here this instant. A VIP is arriving today, and this isn't a place for a gold digger like you to be hanging around. I glared at them, barely containing my anger. Who are you to tell me what to do? Do you own the airport now? Clara suddenly got excited. She summoned the security guards, covering her nose and mouth in disgust. How could you just let anyone in when Mr. and Mrs. Naughton from Naughton Group are arriving today? Hurry up and kick her out. She's a notorious gold digger who targets wealthy men. If she causes a delay in the cooperation between Caldoria and Halport, it will cost you your jobs and more. It was then that the security guard approached with an apologetic expression, saying, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to relocate to another area. I suppressed the rage in my chest and glared at Nicholas and Clara. Does the airport have a regulation that forbids people from picking up arrivals? I'm just waiting for my parents. They're on the next flight, and I'll leave the minute they land. Clara burst out laughing, putting her arms around the group of friends around her. What kind of parents could you possibly have, Lillian? You're obviously just here to see if you can luck out and find your next rich target. How about you show the rest of us how you go about hitting on wealthy men? Clara instantly started a public live stream and shoved her phone right up to my face, laughing maliciously. Come take a look, everyone. This woman right here is still trying to latch onto my best friend. I exposed her schemes not long ago, and now she came to the airport to try her luck again. You guys better keep an eye on your husbands. Otherwise, she'll get her hands on them. In that instant, the people around her immediately chimed in. Did she just say she's waiting for her parents? What do her parents do for a living? Is it possible that they are street bums? In the meantime, the comment section in the live stream exploded the moment my face appeared. She's got a manipulative, seductive-looking face. Is this vile woman incapable of living without a man by her side? I mean, she literally just got her engagement called off, and now she's already trying to find her next target at the airport. I pushed Clara's phone away from my face and glared at her coldly. Let's see if you're still this cocky once the Naughton family gets here. Clara. Clara laughed out loud, linking her arm with Nicholas and pointing at me. Is she even from Halport, Nicholas? How does she still have the nerve to mess with the Naughtons when the Naughtons are about to show up? Is she truly not afraid of their retaliation? Nicholas' expression hardened with displeasure. I've heard that the heiress of the Naughton family always travels with bodyguards. Where are your security details if you're truly the heiress of the Naughton family, Lillian? Nicholas had never once allowed anyone to mistreat me in the past, so after months of peace with the bodyguards around, I dismissed all of them. I gently touched my belly and mused that if I hadn't dismissed any of them, I would still be pregnant with my baby. I couldn't care less about explaining myself to him at this moment, so I just ignored him and continued to look toward the exit. Their scheduled arrival